Dead Island 1 is way better by far.
Cyberpunk 2077.
You've never played the second one.
Long-awaited Overdrive ray tracing mode, and CD Projekt Red has kindly granted us a DF the tech preview before it is released to check it out and see how it changes the game. So in today's video, I'll go over the key changes in visuals brought into Cyberpunk 2077 with the new Overdrive mode, and to show off how it changes the plain rasterized game from looking like this to looking completely different like this. I will also go over in particular how the Overdrive mode differs from the previous.
What the fuck is max rasterization? What? I don't even know what that word means. Is that just a way of saying no fucking ray tracing? No RTX? So no RTX versus Overdrive.
On its psycho setting and what the differences in visuals are as a result. So let us first start off with some simple comparisons to the game.
Okay, that actually does look insane.
Whatsoever. Cyberpunk's ray tracing Overdrive mode quintessentially replaces nearly all of the rasterized lighting with lighting achieved through a type of ray tracing. So nearly all the typical hallmarks we see of rasterized lighting are just going to be gone. Light leaking through walls like we see in this scene here with rasterized lighting. Yeah, none of that here in the Overdrive mode. Shadows missing due to the cost and limitations of shadow maps, completely gone with that Overdrive mode. Indirect lighting making no sense and tons of things looking gray, weird, and like they're glowing in the dark. Of course, that is gone here with
the
that
actually, okay,
mode.
that's a massive fucking difference.
Rasterization issues and more that can be found throughout almost any modern game are eliminated, as almost all of the rasterization techniques are thrown out the window here in terms of how lighting is calculated for opaque objects. I probably do not need to say too much here versus the original rasterized lighting, as it is quite obvious in the examples I'm going to be showing on screen right now. I mean, just look at the differences here. Basically, Overdrive will fully transform the visuals that still had their roots in last gen into those visuals that we can expect for the next generation of game engines. It is truly a completely different looking game with Overdrive ray tracing versus the rasterized lighting before. That's not too shocking though, given what we've seen in the last few years. Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition.
Dude, that looks fucking crazy, man. Wow. Dark as fuck though. I mean, if they're trying to go more realism with lighting, I guess it makes sense. Some places do look very goddamn dark.
Fortnite with Lumen have similarly shown what a big difference ray trace lighting
it's
can
more
make
realistic.
To games that just use rasterized.
This lighting, like the comparison here is insane. This looks so artificial. Whereas this adds like 50 fucking layers. God damn. Even like his vest. Yeah, it looks plastic on the left. That's fucking crazy, actually. I did not realize this was that insane. Granted, I played on ultra ray tracing. I wonder... I guess Overdrive, goddamn, wow.
Before. Beyond its comparison to the rasterized graphics, the Overdrive setting also shows differences that are quite large when compared to the previous Psycho ray tracing setting that the game has had since launch.
Psycho ray tracing. Holy shit. That is still a massive difference. Wow.
I mean, just look at the difference here between Psycho ray tracing and the new Overdrive mode. Both are using ray tracing, so why does the Overdrive mode look so different and so much better? There are two reasons for that. The first is that the Psycho ray tracing setting still used a lot of rasterized lighting in its visual makeup. The second reason for the profound visual difference is because Psycho ray tracing setting of old was made up of a number of disparate techniques that on their own try to improve graphical realism, but since it's a variety of techniques coming together, they could be more limited than a holistic solution.
Dude, what? That's crazy. This looks like fucking Psycho ray tracing was like old ray tracing. Overdrive's like properly done ray tracing or something.
Can be found with how local lighting is done with the Psycho ray tracing setting. All local lights that were not neon
more like ray tracing 2.0.
It was just that their shadows could be ray traced. The nature of that technique meant that many lights were still non-shadow casting, like we see here. Another big issue with the Psycho ray tracing setting was that indirect lighting was still done with rasterized lighting, in the form of image-based lighting probes. There was a limited single bounce of ray trace lighting from the sun, but the rest of the indirect lighting, including the sun lighting, was still done with that very coarse raster technique. That left the Psycho ray tracing setting having the same issues as that technique has in any other game. It was just that ray traced ambient occlusion would try and limit the issues to a degree. There was still a lot of light leaking and weirdness going on though. Hence why that scene that I showed off earlier with the Psycho ray tracing looked so odd. There was no skylight in that scene, and there was no sunlight as well in the back alley. So it was only lit by the probe lighting, and the probe lighting there was just really wrong. Overdrive ray tracing takes a different approach altogether. Instead of a bunch of disparate techniques, it does nearly all the lighting in 2 passes that work in a principally different way. So first you have the direct lighting, that is things from like artificial lights, neon signs, the sky, and instead of rasterized lights combining with diffused ray traced emissives here, these aspects are now handled through RTX DI, which does both specular and diffuse direct lighting. And instead of ray traced ambient occlusion,
before Psycho, rasterized analytical lights, ray traced diffused emissive lighting, ray traced shadows. After Overdrive, RTX DI, Restir, direct lighting.
Reflections and those rasterized image-based lighting probes that I talked about earlier for indirect lighting, all those things are superseded and replaced by a Restir GI pass, which handles bounce lighting, not just from the sun like before, but every single light and illuminated surface in the game. This means nearly all of the game's direct lighting now and indirect lighting is done through ray tracing. And in many ways, like a pure path tracer would, where each point you see in the world is the sum of multiple paths of bounced light. Due to these paths being traced multiple times, it produces images that are quite different than before. So one of the first big changes from the previous ray tracing mode, and of course the rasterization, is that every light emitting thing in the world now casts shadows from objects nearby. This is pretty unheard of in games, as even those games with ray trace shadows tend to limit the amount of shadow casting lights. That is why the previous Psycho ray trace setting in this scene here looks the way it does. The nature of how shadows were traced means it would be too expensive to have every light like these here be shadow casting. But with the Overdrive mode, lighting is being traced itself, and per pixel soft shadows naturally extend from the geometry, getting in the way as a byproduct of the technique. This enables every light to be shadow casting, and it's a big deal in Cyberpunk where you occupy a city with tons of little and big lights everywhere. And as I always will point out, yes, the Overdrive setting enables muzzle flash shadows that are ray traced, and yes, they are glorious. The other big benefit with the Overdrive setting is how indirect lighting is completely different. Check out this scene here with the previous Psycho ray tracing setting. That one local light at the end of the alley is casting shadows, but the shadowed areas are pretty dark and actually rather gray-blue colored. That is because the local lights do not bounce light around the scene with Psycho ray tracing. The bounce lighting is done with those rasterized, image-based lighting probes, which are, as we know, prone to great inaccuracy. With ray tracing Overdrive turned on, now multiple bounces of light are occurring from local lights. So that orange light is bouncing around the scene here, and it inflects the color of each and every shadow there. And this bounce lighting also occurs for specular lighting. So if we look at the reflection of the dumpster here in the original Psycho mode, the dumpster is reflected, but it is shaded in that reflection with the older indirect lighting system, making it gray and dark. With Overdrive, there are 2 bounces.
Yeah, you could say this trash can looks better in this lighting, but this is just more realistic.
Occurring. So the reflections now showcase bounce lighting in them, giving the reflection a more accurate look. This is a big thing for Cyberpunk 2077 because of how much of the game takes place at night and indoor. Every single light contributes to global illumination, giving such scenes at times a mirror's...
Shit! Alright, I'm convinced. That just made me want to load up Cyberpunk and clean up all the stuff that I played it last time to clean up. Maybe I'll just have it, you know. Is that out right now? I don't know if I'm going to play this. All right, I'm still probably playing Counter-Strike. Oh, I already have it on this computer ready to go from before. It releases tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it's worth checking out after Trackmania. Just to kind of see how it is. Because I had already modded the shit out of the game to enhance it a little bit. And I was digging it the last time, so... I would check out the new patch to see the difference. I mean, obviously I'd have to use DLSS. I mean, you already get like 200 FPS with DLSS 3.0. Honestly, I wonder if Overdrive actually runs better than Psycho. Even though it looks like it's more taxing on your GPU, it kind of looks like it's more optimized. Check the video. I don't really want to finish the video. We could. I mean, actually, whatever. It's 3 minutes.
Edge look. And it's not just static lights like I've been showing off. Even car headlights will contribute to GI. In the old Psycho mode, the car headlights hit the wall and the light stops there. In the Overdrive mode, the light hits the wall and bounces around the scene. And in this case, the bounce lighting from the car's headlights is tinged blue due to it bouncing off.
So it's
of
not
a
more
blue shipping
optimized.
container.
It'll
The
just
second part
tank
of
your
the bounce
FPS.
lighting now being done via ray tracing is that all the artifacts from the previous bounce lighting are gone. There are no more big chunky blocks of incorrectly shaded geometry found in the bounce lighting like there was before. Now just smooth per pixel gradients that don't look out of place. NPCs also no longer kind of have that white edge glow to their
That's
skin.
crazy,
Yep,
man.
That happened in the rest.
You can say like the trash scene was kind of like some shots are gonna maybe Psycho might look better, but the NPCs literally look completely different.
Graphics in Psycho ray tracing mode before due to the usage of image-based lighting. And boy, do those NPCs look a lot better now. And lastly, sunlight and skylight bouncing around the scene via ray tracing.
I didn't realize
will
the
also
NPCs
give
looked
those
that
areas
bad.
affected by their indirect lighting a quite stronger and contrastier look than before. Where the
You
old
notice it more
IDL
with the
system
comparisons.
kind of turned shadow regions into this almost
I don't
unlit
remember
gray
that.
blue look. So yeah, the new Overdrive lighting is the real deal and levels up the game considerably. The art assets I always thought were really great before, but now they look particularly stunning, given that the lighting is much more consistent.
I mean, I always
and
like
physically
driving the
based.
cars in
As
this
you can
game.
imagine, though, tracing the paths of light multiple times has a very significant performance cost for real-time graphics. To give you a sense of what I mean, turning on Overdrive mode at native 4K, which is an absolutely ridiculous amount of rays being traced per pixel, given how multiple paths are being traced here, well, that brings down performance in this scene here to 18 FPS on an RTX 4090. Yes, an RTX 4090 with all the special path traced might that GPU normally shows.
That fucking guy
that
lagged
would not
across.
be a good playable experience. The way to make it playable is the same way it is in many other games. Use DLSS. For example, going down to DLSS performance mode puts the game already in an extremely playable territory on this GPU, 59 FPS, and then turning on DLSS 3 frame gen on top of that brings
DLSS 3 and performance?
for much higher visual fluidity,
What?
as I've shown off in my review of DLSS 3. This video used a mix of settings for the comparisons, but all of the B-roll was done in DLSS in performance mode, and that's how I played the game, and I think it looks incredible. And the moment-to-moment gameplay, frame generation.
So we're not here for this insane everything ray traced. We're not. The GPUs aren't there yet for this. You have to use DLSS. We gotta wait for the 5090 to do Psycho. Overdrive with DLSS on quality. Maybe even the 7090.
Also further increases that fluidity beyond what I can reasonably show in this video, and when I do get my hands on this patch in full, that would be the way I would want to play it. Well, there you have it. Here's our short video covering our technical preview of Cyberpunk 2077's Overdrive ray tracing mode. Really impressive stuff that even in its technically unfinished form, as you see in this
190.
video, shows some amazing promise for the future. And with that being said, I hope you liked this video, and if you did like it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
190.
If you're already a subscriber, hit that little bell in the corner to be informed of.
That was actually fucking crazy. I thought it was gonna be some fucking Papega shit. Overdrive is actually Overdrive. Wow. I mean, what is any other game applying this type of shit? Is there? I don't think there's any other game. Did Resident Evil have ray tracing? Well, Fortnite, Unreal Engine has Lumen. But don't they say Lumen is is optimized? It's even easier for devs to light scenes. An Unreal Engine 5 game used Lumen and ray tracing. Lumen is ray tracing? Oh, okay. Lumen is ray tracing and has path tracing. Oh, okay. So Lumen already has that shit built in, but isn't Lumen more optimized than ray tracing? Because don't devs now with Unreal Engine 5, it's like you just used Lumen as your lighting source. I don't know. That's interesting. So these games, it's like, so if you don't use Unreal Engine for Lumen, your engine needs to then, you gotta add ray tracing support, which obviously they're using Red Engine for Cyberpunk. So they fucking added ray tracing support to Red Engine, and then now have made it so there's fucking insane path tracing. And that looked amazing though. That looked awesome. I'm impressed with that shit. I might check it out tomorrow. I'd be down. Like I said, the second time, even though people meme and shit about Cyberpunk, whatever, it's still a kind of a fun game to revisit. So I enjoyed it. I think I almost cleaned up like everything when I went back to. So I'm still looking forward to the DLC. It has its shit points, but it's still kind of like a fun game that there isn't there isn't like a side GTA game. Sure, there's like Saints Row and shit, but like I would say Cyberpunk's better than Saints Row if I want to drive a car, shoot guns in a city. And then obviously there's fucking Grand Theft Auto, but a good alternative to Grand Theft Auto is Cyberpunk. Yeah, Dead Island 2, from what I've seen, looks kind of cool. There's some cool elements here. I'm curious if they're gonna pull this shit off. Right now, I want to play this on release. Right now, I'm super interested.
Fuck.
This is kind of spoilery, because it's the first 11 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Bandit.
I mean, it's actually heavy spoilery. This is like the Forest intro, but way gorier.
I'll make it.
Some Jack Daniels on the wound. Is this guy a firefighter?
Gotta go. Come on, gotta get out.
This guy wore his uniform on the plane.
Drivers. Okay.
You know, if the game was just like this the whole way through, it'd be way better. When the UI turns on, it looks like an arcade game.
Hey, hello? What the hell? Oh, come on, Ryan. Keep it together.
Hopefully they have an immersive HUD.
Fuck.
Didn't even look at the guy's face.
Gotta find a weapon to smash this cargo crate.
That crate made like no noise. Oh my god.
Lucky escape. Nearly turned into a meme.
Yeah, this looks so good without a UI. Like, this is what I want to play. I'm down. The vibe of this right now compared to like the other previews, it looks like two different video games. This looks more horror-like. The hell? Oh my god.
Just get out of here.
Yeah, this this does not look like the Dead Island 2 they've been showing off. It looks more comedic. was like zombies with a bit of comedy.
Bloody flares! What? Stop firing those flares!
We've only got a few left. We should save them.
Oh, for God's sake. Michael, take that flare gun off him and shove it up his arse.
Justin,
What was that?
there's something in the plane. Stay back.
Hey, easy. Anyone hurt?
What the hell?
Just a few bruises. I think we got lucky. I'm Michael.
Ryan.
Oh, this is fucking tremendous.
Emma, darling, I'm so sorry about Robert.
Why? I mean, this is all his fault, the selfish wanker. Will you stop standing there and find me some fucking shoes?
Hey, buddy. You got blood coming out of your ears. You know that?
What? I can't hear you. I
Oh,
got
no.
blood coming out of my ears.
Well,
Oh.
what are we going to do?
Stay off the menu.
People, this is Emma Jaunt. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know what a huge star she is, Romero winner no less. We need to get her home to safety.
Yeah, the in-game cutscenes look good too.
What was that?
Careful.
Right?
Here goes.
I think this game could be pretty fucking good.
My wife.
Oh no.
She's alive. Feel a pulse.
It's gonna be a 7 out of 10.
Give me a hand here. Come on. Come on.
Michael, help.
Ready? Lift.
It's too heavy.
Uh-oh.
I think they're getting closer. We need to go.
I'm not just gonna leave them here to die.
I mean, perhaps we should stay.
Darling, the world needs you. They'll protect them.
Wait, what?
Wait, so they know they're zombies? They're aware?
Okay, Michael, if you're sure. Here is my address, in case you change your mind. Good luck.
Seriously?
I'll call the army. Send help. Go.
Hey, are you Emma Jaunt?
Great. Great.
Uh-oh. Who
Someone
the
else
fuck
made
is this guy?
Oh, hey, buddy. A little help here.
Oh, he doesn't know about the zombies, okay. He's about to,
I'm
though.
deaf, too. Get off me! Fuck. I killed it. Need a weapon.
Motherfucker's going for the chest.
Shit, there's a lot of them.
Bro, those hit markers kill it. No one needs hit markers. Why?
We're coming. What do I do?
Yes, use your fists. That was a strong punch. Yeah, the melee looks a little weird. The melee looks like he's locking on. Maybe it's like I mean, he's clearly playing with a controller. So who knows if the melee looks weird because he locks on? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it like kind of aim assists to the chest.
Tire. I can burn the fuckers if I knock that tire down.
Bam! Fight Hager! That was so random.
This is fucking insane. Okay. Check on the others.
Angelina, Joshua, he did. Oh wait, he's alive.
How the fuck are we gonna get out of this? Okay. Hey. Okay, Jesus.
Oh, God. How the fuck did this happen?
The gameplay to cutscene
like
transition's good.
Okay, just hang in there, I guess. Hey, can you hear me? I got some water. See if you can drink this a little.
Oh no! Shit, what now?
Trying to fucking help you!
Oh my god.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, why didn't you turn?
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, they did say you have like some zombie powers. Yeah, this game's gonna be interesting, you know? I think there's some good elements here. There's really no other game coming out when this game comes out, so it might just be fun to like just play it. And like not go in expecting crazy shit. There's some good elements here. The combat was a little question marky, but the lip sync, the cutscenes look good. The graphics look good. The combat's a little questionable. The zombies look cool. I don't know though. That was a decent intro though for the game. RE4 looks so much better than this. Yeah, but you can't compare RE4 to this. Other than the fact that they both have zombie type mobs. RE4 is just like not the same game to compare to this. I would compare this to like Dying Light. This looks like a better Dying Light. Comparing Dying Light 2 to Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 looks better because it doesn't look like it doesn't take itself so serious. Dying Light 2, nah, bro. Dying Light 2, they fucking dropped the ball so hard. Holy fuck. I loved the first game. The second one was so, I couldn't continue. Yo, didn't the studio that made the Metro games, didn't they like shut down? No? I could have swore they shut down. Oh, nice. I'm curious what their next game is then. I'm super curious if they are doing... I'm pretty sure did they say they're done with Metro? 4A Games. I hope it's not another Metro. I want to see these devs make something like a new IP. Like, don't get me wrong, Metro's fucking great, but they've been doing Metro since 2014. You know? So, like, I'm curious what their next game is. Metro Exodus seemed like the conclusion. They already said it's a new Metro game. Lies. Prove it. Source. Link. It was of Artyom Story. Yeah, I'm very curious what these devs are doing next. This and Tarsier as well. There's a lot of studios that you kind of forget about. And you're like, oh fuck, what are they working on next? Goddamn. Wait, really? Metro Exodus sequel is reportedly in fully playable state. They're doing more. That's crazy. They're doing more Metro. February 16th. Aiming to launch in 2024. Really? Another Metro? I mean, sure. I'm just like, you know. I mean, damn. Hope it's not open world. It's definitely open world. If it's a sequel to Exodus, no one goes open world, and then our sequel, we're gonna fucking close the world.
We're gonna close the world in the second one. We thought it was too fucking big. So now, 2 questions to the 10.
Metro is more semi-open world.